we're back again with another episode of Life Style ATL with Nikki and Rah.
Hey guys, so today's episode is all about spring fashion. Spring is right around the corner. Can you guys believe it's already February? I mean, January was a long month. It felt like it was a whole year in itself. I know I was super busy with getting my life together in January, but I am excited that spring is around the corner. And I think today or yesterday was even Groundhog Day, or it's coming up. So we'll know if spring is going to get here quicker or if it's going to be another.
It could take its time. I don't want it to get too hot.
What?
I don't want it to get too hot.
It doesn't have to get too hot, but I am tired of all of these crazy, rainy, cold days in Atlanta.
I am too. I don't like the cold, but I don't like it too hot either.
Yeah, but I'm a Southern girl. Yeah. I like the sun. Not too hot, I agree. Yeah. But springtime, you got to give it to springtime in Atlanta is absolutely beautiful. And I said Atlanta like people that are from Atlanta. I'm not from Atlanta, but I've been here long enough that I'm starting to sound like I'm from Atlanta. Yeah. So we're going to talk about spring trends today, some of my favorites, some of Rah's favorites, and then we're going to show you guys some of those trends. So stay tuned.
So guys, one of our first trends that we both like is leather.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think leather is something that you could wear year round depending on the thickness of the leather or the fit of it. So it's something that could be it's spring. It's definitely a spring. I love leather in the spring. Mm-hmm. And one of my favorite things is my leather motorcycle jacket, which is definitely a trend for guys this coming up spring. Yes. So if you don't have one, you can find one anywhere. I got this one from ASOS. But they have them at a lot of different places that you could in there for big and tall guys. So you can find one. Don't think that you can't find one that fits you. I have really long arms, and I found one, so I know you guys can find.
Look at this. Look at this.
I know you guys can find one. So yeah, Nikki, what is some of your favorite leather?
So leather is one of mine, and you can see that I am wearing it. Leather is one of my favorite items of clothing. I have so much leather in my closet. Some of it's real, some of it's faux. But for spring, for women, colorful leather is the trend. Yeah. Bright colors. I think it was Salvatore Ferragamo who sent down a light blue pair of paper bag leather pants on the runway. Oh my God. I wish they had them in plus because I would spend my whole paycheck to buy them. And then one of the other things that I really, really love about the leather spring trend is the colors. I would love to own a long leather orange trench coat that wraps. Oh my God, because orange is my color.
For women, y'all get a lot of choices with leather. Like with guys, we get.
But I think that's changing. Yeah. But I think that's changing. I've seen men in like cognac colored pants and shirts. But you're right. Women get to explore a lot more in our leather choices. Basic, like, yeah. But leather on leather is a trend that's been around since last year, and it's carried over into 2020. So I think the leather trend will be spring, summer, fall, and winter again because leather's not going anywhere.
Now you remember in Waiting to Exhale when she said the leather in the summertime wearing when he had that leather jacket? Do you think there's times where you shouldn't wear leather?
If it's too hot, but think about it. Leather doesn't really keep you warm. It gets just as cold because it's skin.
It's a fashion.
If it's real. Yeah, it's a fashion thing. I think, I personally don't think I would be wearing leather in the summer here in Atlanta or when I travel back and forth to Florida. But it just depends. A cute pair of leather booty shorts, honey, I'll put them on with some sneakers and a cute little t-shirt in the summer. So it really just depends what the item is.
I've seen a couple like leather button-up shirts for guys, short sleeves, that I would wear in the summertime. So yeah, I think it could be versatile. You could wear
so we both agree that leather on leather is a trend all year round, not just this spring. Yeah. All right. So what's the next one? My next one, I love prints. If you guys follow me on Instagram or on my blog, you know that I am a print girl. I love head-to-toe prints. Okay. Well, one of the spring trends that's happening this year, 2020, and I'm so here for it, is like the 60s, 70s wallpaper look, like the retro prints. Remember your grandmother used to have that ugly wallpaper in her kitchen? Yeah. But that is coming back and it's being printed on clothes. And it is so gorgeous. So retro prints.
But is that a trend for the women, or have you seen it in men's clothes?
I've seen men in printed pants and printed shirts. I mean, go to Gucci Man page. Gucci Man love him a printed short set. But
I'm talking about the vintage print, though.
I don't know if I've seen it much vintage print, but this is a new trend, so it's just coming out. But I have seen the vintage and retro print for the women. And I cannot wait to start rocking it. I'm looking for some of my favorite pieces now. So y'all stay tuned, because in the spring I'm gonna be rocking that retro print. What do you think about it?
I'm ready to see you in it. I would do retro too. I
would
like
you
retro.
do head to toe though? Would you do a shirt and the pants and the same? You kind of stylish now, but I want to see if you would do that.
think I would.
You would.
I would.
Okay, we gotta find. We have got to find a male designer that wants to design for this big and tall guy a retro print full leisure suit. Just the top and the pants. I want to see you rock it. I can do that. All right. I'm going to hold you to it. Y'all hold Rah to it.
Yeah.
So what's your other trend?
My other trend, I'm actually wearing my other trend. And everybody that knows me know that I love denim.
Yes,
denim
you
is
are the
my
denim man walking.
I love denim. So I love denim on denim. I love jean shirts. I even have a blue jean shirt brunch every year for my birthday.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
You never invited me?
I have invited you.
Oh yeah, I did come to it. It was your 40th birthday party. Yeah. That's right.
So yeah, and I love denim, everything about it. So I love the denim on denim look. And it's so much you could do with it. It's very versatile. You can dress it up. You can dress it down. You can wear it with boots. You can wear it with sneakers.
But what do you say to What do you say to people? What do you say? I know what I say, because I agree. I love the denim on denim trend. I like either the same color of denim from head to toe, or I like to mix it up with light and dark denims. It really doesn't matter. And if you notice, that part of the denim on denim trend for 2020 is mismatch denim. So one pair of the pants will be a light wash and the other pair of pants will be a dark wash. I don't know if I'm personally into that yet. I may start with a jacket. I don't know about the pants. But what do you say to people who don't like denim on denim and call it either the Canadian, what do they call it? The Canadian, what do they call it? The Canadian tuxedo or the Mexican tuxedo, and we're not being insensitive, people. We're just asking. So that's what some people call a full denim on denim look. What do you say to people who think that?
I like the look. And
as long as you don't go 1990s Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears with that denim they had on. That was way too much.
Yeah. and it was way too much, and it just wasn't a good look.
It wasn't a good look.
It wasn't a good look. I don't think any year that would have been in style. Like, it just looked bad. But like, if you do a nice denim shirt with the jeans, or a long sleeve or short sleeve, it doesn't really matter. Light or dark, because I've seen some people. I see people rock things that I don't necessarily think that would look right on
you, but it looks great on them.
Yeah, so it's like you got to know yourself.
Your style. And you got to know your style. Yeah. But I really, 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 really do like the denim on denim trend.
It's my favorite too.
Yeah. So my other favorite for the spring, and this has been a trend that has been long lasting, and it's finally, I think, kind of just staying. It's not here and then going away for a couple of seasons and then coming back with a force. I think it's going to stay. That's animal print. I absolutely love animal print, and I love that in the fashion industry now it's considered a neutral. So you can wear animal print with any and everything, and I love to see it with bright colors, right? If you have a black and white or a brown and black leopard top with a hot pink skirt or orange or something, I love to see it in color. So I will wear animal print from head to toe. Y'all go check out my Instagram feed. I am Nikki Free, and look at all the animal print that I have.
I actually have I have an animal print. I actually have an animal print sweater, snakeskin, and I have another sweater. It's kind of a brownish sweater. It's kind of like a giraffe print on it.
I love giraffe print.
I like that too. So yeah, that's a trend that I would rock. Yeah.
Yes. And but it's funny that you said you like giraffe print, because you can't really find it. You can find zebra, leopard for days.
I found that on ASOS. Yeah, I found them, and it was only like $20 when I bought it. Like,
oh really? Yeah, because nobody wanted to be walking around like a giraffe.
Yeah.
But I have some giraffe shoes, giraffe print shoes that I bought a while ago that I just cannot get rid of, because you can't find giraffe print a lot. Yeah. But they are great shoes, and that print is just great. I love that, it's kind of a pale yellow and orange, that print, so you can do a lot with that. How would you recommend men who are not real comfortable yet with the prints and wearing animal prints? How would you style them, or how would you advise them to wear animal print?
Well, I think that guys, especially big and tall guys, I think that if you're gonna do an animal print, you should definitely get it where it's kind of a fitted. Like if it's a sweater, get it fitted because you don't want it to look baggy on you. You want it to show your definition, show your your body, and have some structure to it. That way, when you walk in the room with the animal print on, you're already going to command attention.
Exactly.
So you want it to fit right. So if it fits right, people gonna be like, oh, I never thought
I
that,
would wear that,
but it looks
right.
good on him, So they'll give it a try. And I actually styled a guy that I interviewed for my blog before, and he was kind of iffy on it, but I put him in a snakeskin sweater, and he liked it, and it looked good on him.
And then you got the hyper alpha men, like my husband, who run away from animal print. I would suggest to him or recommend to him starting with maybe an animal print shoe. Yeah. Or an animal print belt. I think once he gets comfortable with it, or a man who really is not into the print, once they get, but they want to be on trend, they want to be, wearing the trends or the style that everybody else is wearing. I think start with a belt.
Yeah.
Start with the shoes. Maybe a hat. And not a big fedora, but maybe like a skull cap that has a little print on it, like.
I think a nice button-up is a good way to work yourself into it, too.
Agree.
Because with the button-up, you can have a blazer on over it. If you're not comfortable with just the snakeskin, you can do the blazer over it. And I think Russell could pull that off, a snakeskin with...
I think so.
Yeah.
Russell can pull off a lot of things if he just tries.
Sometimes
he's like, I don't even want to do that. Right. So that's my final trend.
That's your final trend?
Yes.
So my final trend is the oversized Oxfords. And I picked that because... while I think that it's good to have things fitted, it's also good to be comfortable sometimes and have something where you could kind of play around with it. And that Oxford look, you could wear it with jeans, you could wear it with dress pants. It's so much you could do with an Oxford, but it's just the comfortableness of having an oversized Oxford. And like for women, you could tie a belt around it. And so it's so many things that you could do with it. Do you have any Oxfords?
I do. I have a couple of oversized Oxfords. I have one that I got from Eli Tahari. Goodness gracious, I'm acting like I can't talk today, y'all. It's been a long month. But I have one from Eli Tahari that I love. And I do put a belt around it sometimes if I don't want to wear it.
And I love to see women in the Oxford with the belt and say maybe some boy jeans with boots or heels. Yeah, it's sexy.
It's sexy. It is. It is. And people think you can't be sexy if you wear baggy clothes. Yes, you can, honey. If you walk in there like you own the room in a beautiful baggy outfit, but that's just fitted in the right places. You cinch, your waist a little bit and have the flare of the shirt, but some baggy pants and a nice stiletto boot or heel.
It brings it all together.
Everybody be looking at you, honey, while you walk in that room. So I do love a good Oxford. How many Oxfords do you own?
I have probably about 10 of them. Yeah.
I could have. He probably got about 50. He probably just being modest.
Probably about 10 of them. Yeah. But I definitely love them, and they're very versatile. So I think that guys should definitely incorporate that into their spring wardrobe. I also have one bonus look for the guys for spring. And guys, stop thinking that pink is not for men.
Oh my gosh.
Real men wear pink.
Real men wear pink.
Every shade of pink. Like, give it a try. I promise you, you're gonna get compliments from women. They're gonna love it. The first time I wore pink, I always was like venturous when it came to color. Like when the Force Ones was out, the lime green. I used to do the lime greens, the bright orange.
Yeah.
But pink is something that I really, really love. I love that color.
Do you like pink or mauve?
I like mauve. I like mauve. Also, I have a mauve jogging suit.
Do you? I like to see men in color. I like to see men just go outside the box and not just doing the standard black, browns, grays. You know what I mean? I like to see men put prints together and, just mix and match with things that are not traditionally what men would wear. So I love that. I do love
it. It shows a sense of style, a sense of pride in yourself. Like, I'm not sticking to just wearing the same old same.
Exactly.
Like, mix it up a little bit. Exactly. I think that when guys do that, they realize that, other guys look at them like, okay, I could do that too. Like, and you never know. So you got to try things out sometimes.
You must. Yeah. In fashion there's no right or wrong way to do fashion. You wear what looks good on you. I mean,
and it's trial and error.
It's all trial and error. I mean, get you a big, ladies and gentlemen. Get you, if you don't already have, get you a big floor-length mirror in your house. And then just one day when you have time, one weekend or one day after work, go in your closet and just pull stuff and just start putting things together and taking pictures of yourself in the mirror and just look at that picture and say, do I really like this together? I think this looks good together. I'm going to try it. Yeah. That's what I do. I play in my closet all the time. When I'm bored, I'll go play in my closet and put looks together.
And you know what you can find from doing that? You have so many different things that you could put together. Like, you'd be like, wait a minute, I forgot I had this. Like, so it's a way to like expand your wardrobe because you could mix and match things that you normally wouldn't have thought about. So,
and I bet each one of you has at least 2 of these spring trends that we've talked about in our closet. And if you do, share them with us. Send us your pictures at lifeandstyleatl@yahoo.com.
And remember to like, share, and subscribe to this video. We're looking forward to hearing from you.
Absolutely. So that's it for this episode of Life and Style with Nikki and Rah. We'll see you next week.